Hello and welcome to Bard's Gaming Corner, part 4 of Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. Let's get right into it. Last video I made a promise to rescue the head chef of the Black Hound Inn. So let's go to, I think, north to... this is the world map. Valewood and look for the chef. Got now Edér or Edér, the fighter, be my main tank, and Aloth, a wizard. Sound a little bit lower, sound level a little bit lower. Let's play. It's night time. Here was the bear. I'm gonna look here. The northeast part of the map. Went there. Ah! And a touch more salt. Yeah, that's probably him. Fenrith. The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up, startled, as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off. Help, please, help! Urgh. One of the bandits gives Fenrith a kick as they pass him, and he huddles. Let's see. I think you're gonna play with him. You're gonna try to get to him. And have one fan of flames. Oh, yes. Minulettas, minor missiles. Oh, these are like the default missiles you see in almost any RPG. Let's use them on... Oh, here.
I'm here.
Arcane Assault unleashes a bolt of magical energy from the grimoire that inflicts raw damage and dazes targets in the air. Attack.
Hey.
Okay, it was easy. One. Pick up the loot. Pick up the loot here. Yes. And let's talk to Tenfred.
Hello.
By the flame, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for these ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. Did Pasca send you? She must be beside herself. I must get back at once. But listen, the next time you're in the Gilded Vale, make sure to drop by the Black Hound. I'll let her know what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. Oh, to be back at my oven again. And we've got enough for Aloth to level up. And after I've leveled up Aloth, I'm gonna look at the AI of Edér. Because after he killed that one, he just stayed where he was. Stealth, ethics, survival, lore, mechanics as well. Oh. 1 point in stealth, 1 in athletics, 1 in survival, and the rest. Oh, no. This is lore. Next. What kind of... We've got 2 spells. Let's see. I think mirrored image, that's always a good one. Creates duplicates of the castle to distract enemies, granting a high deflection bonus which is reduced with each hit taken. Yes. That's a good one. And here's of dull-mindedness. A cloud of heavy fog settles in the mind of those in the area of effect, dulling senses and wits, inflicts penalties to perception, intellect, and resolve. Pursue with gaze. Careless. Yeah. Is using that a lot in Pillars of Eternity 2. Spoilers. The target becomes paralyzed, inflicted with boiling pustules and throwing liquid that erupts from their skins in those nearby. Work against elements, creates a magical shield around the castle. Already used. Necrotic lens creates a lens for curing necrotic energy, causing corroding damage instantly over time. Yeah, let's use that one. Done. Okay. That's food. More food.
I shall.
Maybe now we're strong enough to kill the bear, but first, IA. Party IA is active. Can we... Options?
Hey.
Oh. It is active. Okay.
Indeed.
Where can we find party? Party. Across game. Oh, that's not it. Well, later. Pillars of Eternity 1 is a very more of an European, more of Western European kind of atmosphere. Lots of forests, green, lots of rain. Ah, the cave. Let's go in. Yo, there's the bear. He's trying to attack Aloth. Let's use Mew Kick and let's use Flames of Devotion.
Yes.
Keep the bear away from Aloth. You ready? The bear isn't impressed by Mew Kick.
I'm here. Hi?
Alright. That can be easier than I thought.
Of course.
Hey, another dead body. A spirit. Figure drifts suspended in the musty air of the cavern. Its form and features blur in twisting, cascading ripples of incandescence. You feel its energy eddying about your limbs, filling him with a heavy chill. Reach out. You reach out a hand for the spirit. In the moment of contact, you feel as if you have been struck a blow, head reeling as you tumble helplessly into a waiting darkness. Light blooms at the edges of your vision. You feel the sun at your back and the weight of a bow in your hand. You know suddenly that you have come a long way from the Vale hunting deer. Now you are standing before a cavern. Darkness extends far into its depths. Even so, your friend strides out before you, his red cloak flapping at his heels. You follow, heart hammering in your chest, as he leads you deeper into the cavern. There is a roar like thunder echoing around you. Fear seizes you, casts you stumbling back towards the exit, towards light and escape. You see a glint of steel and there is a sudden, terrible flash of agony behind your knee. You scream, stumble, fall. Your thoughts are chaos, land through with pain. But in a moment of terrible clarity you see your friend look back from the mouth of the cavern, his dagger daubed in crimson to match his cloak. And then there is a great, dark shape above you. And then there is more pain. Vision recedes and you are thrown back into yourself, a seemingly resentful force. The corpse lies at your feet and the spectre lingers. In the span of energy between you both, you feel a sense of questioning, of confusion, of anger. Ah, of course. I met him on the road, your friend. A sudden lashing anger emanates from the spirit. Rage and grief seem to pour from the gleaming figure like smoke. I'll find him and see that he answers for what he's done to you. Paladin? For a moment the spirit seems to burn bright, and your head fills with a sickly triumph. The spirit seems to weaken with the force of its own exaltation, growing fainter and fainter until you are alone once more. Vengeance from the confront Nanton. Okay, let's see. Here. Vengeance from the grave, I believe. While exploring the Vale wilderness, I happened upon a small cave where a great bear lived. In that cave, I discovered a half-eaten corpse and a spirit that, through some work of magic, revealed to me the final moments of a man's life. Ah, Perly. Perly. Okay. Nanton, we have to look up Nanton. Does he have... No, he doesn't have anything, but there is a chest with a greatsword. My scrollful eye sockets and sword. Let's see if the greatsword is a better sword for my paladin. Seems suitable for a paladin. Dash, weapons. Oh, here. Damage 16, 23. Interrupt. Yeah, let's equip that. Go! Yes, indeed. Mercy. Well, this is a far better weapon for you. Ignacio. Let's also try to sell some stuff. There is in Gilded Vale there is a store or a smithy where you can sell. Music in this game is quite good. It's never intrusive, but it really sets the tone for the game. Okay, Black and Hammer Smithy, Ingrid's house. First, we're gonna go to the Black Hound Inn.
Good day to you.
Ah, and welcome to the innkeeper looks up. Oh, it's you! 10th Faithful told us what you did for him. It's such a relief to have him back. I can't thank you enough. Consider yourself a favorite of the house. Discounts on drinks, rooms. 10th Faith said he wanted to whip something nice for you. He's already back to the work in the kitchen. She laughed. So what would you like? Well, let's restock. Certainly. Let's restock Aloth's spells. For Aloth, you have to rest to regain his spells. Some more experience. Certainly, you are always welcome. Common room. The cheap asses. It's completed. Late for dinner. Let's go to... Ah, there it is. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. So good to be back. Do not think I will not let this go unrewarded. I've decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. The party has gained a recipe, savory pie. Savory pie to keep you hale and hearty, may it serve you well in your travels. Okay. Let's see if I can create a crafting. Food. Savory pie. Oh yes. Make grain, beer, and meat. Fusion done. Max endurance from 150 seconds. So for about 2.5 minutes. Oh, that is great. Let's craft. Wait for a tough fight. Quick it. Let's see, what is it? Where's my pie? Oh, there. Normally when I play by myself without recording, I would watch at my experience level, my characters, every time after I ended the quest or beating an enemy, but I won't be doing that here too much. It will be a little bit boring or nervous for you. Let's go to the Black Hound Inn. Let's sell some gear, maybe get some new gear. Yes, sir. Garment crafting. Yeah, a lot of stuff here. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing really good. Wood armor, he's got Aloth's leather armor. Let's see. Durability. Let's sell a lot. This Amoa man is of an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is the dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arching black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome! You're the first face I've seen in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have here? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we've fine weapons and armor to offer yet. All forged right here at the Black Hammer. What happened? We just don't have the supplies. Been expecting the next delivery for near on a week now. I haven't seen a sign of it. I have to expect they were hit by bandits. The road out east is crawling with them. Or my workers ran off with the wagon themselves. Maybe to make some coin, he snorts. As if that lot would dare. He's right about the bandits. The dire situations in villages like this and the exodus to the cities has created far too many opportunities for unscrupulous sorts. Toward the Tanu scratches his jaw, thinking, if you happen to be headed that way, maybe you could keep an eye out for a supply wagon, or my shipment at least. They'd be cutting through the Black Meadow, I expect. Only good road for it. As it is, most of our weapons go to his grace Lord Redrick. Tanu glances at the nearby guard, and that's as it should be. But it doesn't leave much for outsiders who just don't have the iron. I'll see them safe and sound. I appreciate you trying anyhow. You bring back the supplies at least, and I'll have much more to offer you. A discount to start, and if you do find my workers, you give them a good smack upside the head for me. Okay. Not a quest.
Hail, traveler.
Good to see you again. Afraid we're still running low on goods, but we're welcome to look at what we have. Like to see you wear us, please. Of course, you won't find finer anywhere else. Okay. Not that. Lockpicks. That. Medium shield. Light armor. We can use that. Wait. We'll just there. Let's sell the lots. Do the same with armor. Yeah, all those hats are more for decorational purposes. There are magical things you can use, but we haven't got much of those yet. Great. Well, our money situation has increased. There's a lot of nice things here. Genital lance, pike, hunting bow, sword. Oh, no. Okay. Anything else here? Oh. That's something. Maybe we can sell this later on. No, that's stealing. I don't feel my sneak leveled high enough to get away with that. Let's explore the village a little bit more. We didn't do that earlier. Where's Norton? Monton? Let's see what we can do here. Excuse me. Monton. Well, of course I knew, but won't be spoiling too much for you. This man and woman appear to have been in deep conversation, working at closing two bolting satchels. They move to embrace until the woman notices your approach and pauses, her smile faltering a little.
Welcome.
Can we help you? She looks to her companion, brows furrowing with confusion. Do you know this man, Nanton? Yes, I think we met in Valewood. I warned him about the bear. He inclines his head. Glad to see you made it. Was there something else you wanted? Well, I'm a paladin, so let's not beat about the bush. I know what really happened in that bear cave, Nanton. Color drained from Nanton's face. I don't know what you mean. I told you the truth of it. Are you accusing him of something? Root looks to Nanton, touching his arm. If this is about the accident, we're both grieving Purdy's loss, but it was a wild animal's doing. Anton shakes his head minutely. You see a tremble in his hand. What would make you suggest such a thing? I had a vision in a cave. I saw Pearl's last moment as he lived him. I saw you cut him with a knife. Yeah, let's use resolve. Stop! I have no patience for cowards and liars. Anton flinches, but meets your gaze. After a moment he sets his jaw and nods. Fine, I confess it. I did it. I saw to it he'd never leave that cave. His hand falls to his sword belt. And I do it again. Anton, wait! Ingrid raises a hand. I don't know what you saw in that cave, but this isn't what you think. Burley, my husband, he was as much a beast as that bear. I tried to leave this first time I suffered his temper, but he wouldn't have it. She looks away, expression pained. Nanton, we met, and I knew I'd found someone special, someone kind, who cared for me. Please, all we want is to leave this place, to start somewhere else. She looks down the empty satchels. If some coin saved up, you could have it, if you only let us go. No. Well, it's a bit like the Bloody Baron quest in The Witcher 3, which is a very grey, there's no good or bad, or it's not black or white situation. Not exactly lawful good. So keep the money, use it to start your new life. Ingrid blinks, surprised. Then, thank you, truly. I am glad you understand. Only here, take this at least. I hope it brings you luck. She looks on Nanton, smiling. We have a long journey ahead of us. We ain't an item. Minor ring of deflection. I added to the inventory. Ah. Wish you well on your travels, stranger. We won't forget this. Oh, that's nice. Got a little some stuff here. Okay. Let's see. Reflection, attitude. Its deflection is pretty low. Yeah, let's give it to Aloth. He can use it. Because, well, a wizard. Oh, his grimoire. Yes. Means action spells. You will find new grimoires when you either buy or kill someone who has one. Let's see his spellbook.
Aye?
Combat only. Oh, you can use that. Sounds combat.
Of course.
Anything else? Oh, here. Deerwood Part 1, Part 2. So a mill. Yes, here. Let's visit that. We know there's more grain in there, Trumbull. We won't settle for scraps while you grow fat on our crops. A muffled shouting emerges from inside the mill. The first of you drunkards comes through that door, gets a shot between the eyes. Gods hear me, Saner. I'll put you down like a dog. Come away for now, lads, but we'll be back, Trumbull. We'll have fair prices, or by the flame we'll have a reckoning. Yeah. A depressing place at Gilded Vale. People are fighting for food. But another chance for Ignacio to prove his worth. An elven man stands before you, his relatively stocky build suggesting a life of labor. His face is pale and drawn, and his eyes wide. Behind him, a younger man and woman exchange worried glances. The miller raises a club as you enter. It shakes violently in his grip. Get back if you value your life. Hold on, I'm not here to hurt anyone. The miller hesitates, then lowers the club. Wait, I know you. You just came into town, right? Don't tell me Swainer's already got his claws into you. God, that's all I need. I thought you could use some help. Those people out there seem pretty angry. Really? Highly as tits. Could I use a friendly face? I take it you heard some part of what that crowd's asking for. Grain? As if I got it all tucked away somewhere. Swainer's been egging that lot on for days now. They've been keeping clear so far, but if things keep on like they are, I don't know how much longer we've got before things get messy. Please, if you're not here on his behalf, maybe you could speak to Swainer. He won't listen to me anymore. Just explain that we're all getting smaller rations now. We're all making sacrifices. I'll see what I can do. The miller all but sags with relief. I'd be grateful if you did. He won't listen to me anymore, but maybe you'll have better luck. Tell him we're all having a hard time of it. We all have to make some sacrifices. We'll be in your debt for it, if you can convince him. Oh, I really like the mechanics of this meal. My father's a good man. He's always done right by the town. I'm sure father can explain better just what happened. Okay. He's in the inn, but there's one place we have to visit. Alfred's house. Let's visit that. Oh, just keep standing there in the rain. The wooden woman is standing in front of the fireplace, humming a quiet tune to herself. Perhaps to her unborn child, for she's clearly quite pregnant. She turns her head slightly as you enter.
How do you do?
Well, finally, I was starting to think. The woman makes a startled noise once he turns around to see you. Oh, I'm sorry, I was expecting someone else. She gives you a cautious smile. Can I help you? I just arrived in Gilded Vale. I thought I'd get to know the locals. Were you with one of the caravans? She looks at you hopefully. Master Dimas, by chance? I was, yes, but I'm afraid the rest of the caravan was killed. Ofra covers her mouth with her hand, eyes wide with horror. For a few moments she can manage nothing but a strangled, voiceless gasping, her eyes brimming with tears. I knew. I told her it was a dangerous path to take. Alicia was always so certain she could take on any danger. Ofra sniffs. Oh, my poor sister. I'm sorry, stranger. I can't believe she's gone. Ah, of course, my companion in the dungeon. If only I hadn't called her here. If I hadn't written to her, she might still be alive somewhere. Her face crumples and a solitary tear slides down her cheek. Why did you send for Kalisha? She wipes her eyes. I'm worried about the baby, about the legacy. Told Kalisha as much as I could, but all I know is that for a long time now, every child born in Gilded Vale has been soulless, empty. It's happened to so many mothers, and Lord Raedric, he's exiled all of them, calling it a sign of the gods' disfavor, she sniffs. With my Haythorn gone, I don't know how I'd manage if I lost my home too. I hoped Kalisha could help me. They say Ranga, the old midwife, knows a way to prevent the child being hollowborn. But she moved south to Enslox, What a name. It looks Swedish. Analog's compass 2 seasons ago. The journey's too far for me. I can't make it as I am. But I don't have anyone else now, with Kalisha gone. More tears run down her face. Please, can you help me? I'll find Ranga for you. She blinks, eyed wide. You will? Oh, God bless you. Here, I'll give you a coin to pay her with. You needn't trouble yourself with that. I think it's a drink she fashions out of... Well, I'm not sure. But it shouldn't be too much of a burden to carry back. Anslog's compass is what we call the lagoon to the south. You have to cross the wild to get there. That's what keeps me from trying it myself. To clasp her hands together. Thank you, truly. You'll be saving us both. She sets her hand on her stomach, smiling through tears. Well, another quest. Is there something? No. Feeling from a destitute pregnant lady. Doesn't sound very nice. Now let's go to the Black Hound Inn again. How dare you?
Good day, stranger.
Don't know who you are and I don't much care. Keep walking, we're not here to chat with foreigners. Most narrows his eyes. Careful, looks like they're cut from the same cloths as those rowdies who attacked me. Wrinkles his nose. Smells like it too. Trumbull says you've been threatening his family. I bet he has. All nobility, that Trumbull. 2 big strong kids, purest soul in all of Gilded Vale. The dwarf sneers. Coward sending out messengers to handle his business. But you can go and tell him we haven't had a solid meal in days on account of him. We can't afford a good drink on account of him, and we won't be bullied by some foreigners on account of him. I can attack him, you're a drunken menace and I'm putting you down, but I'm a bit generous. What if I buy you all around? Will you talk to me then? Schreiner considers it. Briefly, looks to the others. Fair enough. You bring us something to wet our throats, and might be I'll feel up to trading words. Let's get some beer. And 3 beers?
Welcome.
Hello again. Come to rest your feet a while. I'd like to buy a round for the fine fellows over there. Fine fellows? You're having me on. Any more fighting and I'll have to ban Swiner from the inn entirely. And keep your frowns. Till then it's 6 copper pieces for the lot. Here you are. Oh. So, please, if you can just get them talking, you might be able to convince them to stop harassing the miller. Innkeeper studies you warily. A moment and sighs. Well, that's alright then. Here, 3 drinks for the 3 fools. You get them off Trimble's back, and maybe he'll be a little less stingy with his supplies.
Hello.
You again, what do you want now? I brought drinks. Hey, so you have, by the flame. I never thought I'd be so happy for a mug of the Black Hound's shit beer. Oh, that's not very nice. God's that good. Alright then, you got my attention. What is it you've got to say that's worth a round of drinks? Look, there's no sense in threatening the miller. You have him up against the wall. Maybe you could ask some of the other villagers for help. Swainer eyes you for a few long moments, drinking deep from his mug. Then he sighs. You're right, things will go on like they are. We're just going to end up hanging from the tree out there. He looks to his comrades. Tell Trumbull we'll leave him be. Got a nifty 66 points of experience. Don't know what we'll do now with the crops failing. Haven't got another trade to speak of. I think Pasca needs a hand around the inn. Well, that's your own responsibility. Report back to Rumble. Oh, there. A little bit fetch and talk, these kinds of quests. Oh, that's a nice introduction to the game.
Welcome.
Rumble nods a curt greeting. You're back. Have you had any luck with Swainer? I spoke to Swainer. Rumble takes a deep breath. And what did he say? I've convinced him to leave your family in peace. Why? That's great news. Wasn't sure you'd get through to him. They're out of their minds with drink half the time. Well, that's correct. I owe you a great debt. Here. Pulls a coin purse from his hip and pushes it towards you. Today's earning to show my appreciation, and you can be sure I let everyone know what you've done for them. Glad to help. Keep it. You're having a hard enough time. That's really all you can afford after you've saved your family. Well, we're a paladin, so we're a little bit goody two-shoes. Keep it. You're having a hard enough time. You're a generous soul, friend. We'll have you to thank for making it through the coming year. Safe travels, and may you find favor with the gods. Yes. Let's see, what is there to do here? Oh yeah, the Temple of Aloth. Let me visit that. For the sneak attack ability, rogues have the highest weapon damage output of any class. The rising sun and the three dawn stars, the symbol of Aloth. And
I haven't been in here for...
man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeve soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisted with pain. Have a care if you mean to go in. Cast a quick look towards the doorway to his left. This place is not so empty as I thought. He angles a look up at Edér. Paying your respects, Aothasian. He manages a pained grin. A little risky, isn't it? Think what the townsfolk would say. Safer down here than up there, even with the rats as big as they are. In the edge of hostility lies Edér's playful tone. His temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best, times being as they are. Groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm no looter if that's what you're thinking, not one of his types either. Britain jerks his chin towards Edér. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. Got you warily. Maybe you'd have some better luck. Better luck with Hep? With what? Man points a finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Aloth, the scattered god, a grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over the Deerwood, from Redsaras even. Not so much from Redsaras these days. Till the war, of course. Even then you'd got some of the stubborn ones. Ones that couldn't get it through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Redrick decided he'd been too lenient on the Aothasians. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there, buried under a heap of rock. I'm starting to like this Lord Redrick more and more. After that, Redrick ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that, up until recently. Lord Redrick hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we will be forgiven. The legacy will end, see? He smiles wryly. But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. He licks his lips. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that. Chopped down in the god's house. Doesn't seem right with me. Ayla's cautious expression softens. Pleasant surprise to see someone around here has a shred of respect for the dead. Wait, you want me to bring you some skeletons? I'd bury them where they are if I could. I know it's a little macabre, but if we don't get them out of Raedrick's liable... If we don't get them out now, Raedrick's liable to destroy what's left of them. I have some questions first. Yes? Why can't you do this yourself? Well, I tried. Only got a short ways in before they got in over my head. Weirton grimaces. I haven't raised a blade in a long time. Turns out it isn't something you can just pick up again. You look like you can handle yourself. Who are you anyway? He offers you a weak ring. Name's Weirton. I lived in Gilded Vale long enough to remember how grand it used to be. Shrugs and looks away. Used to help the temple sometimes. Bring supplies, that's all. Won't Lord Redrick mind us digging around down here? I wouldn't go telling him about it. Lingering in these places, it's not good for anyone. But you do this quick and quiet, and you can do right by those priests without raising a fuss. Any chance there's something down there worth a little more than some old bones? Probably. Nobody's been through the place since it was sealed up, well apart from me. And I didn't touch anything. Any valuables in there, you'll get first crack at them. I only ask that you do this favor for me while you're at it. More questions. Then what do you say? Take it you aren't supposed to be in there here. Well, I meant to be in and out, nice and quick. I'm not hurting anyone, it's just Lord Raedrick's forbidden anyone having anything to do with the scattered god. Be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause though, isn't it? And you could make some coin in the process. I'll find them. And by the flame I owe you a good turn, but listen. Temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, the priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still. Or anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, trick sconces, that kind of thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. Okay. Oh well, he looks a lot better now. Let's do some sneaking.
Keeping an eye out.
What's there? Oh, here's something. Adra. Copper. And there's a willow wisp. Will of the wisp. What's that? Statue? This is strange. You're gonna attack him. You're gonna attack.
I'm here.
I'm a little bit scared. Oh wait, that one's almost dead, so
How may I?
went reasonable, okay. Lost a little bit of health. Oh, the figure is gone. This apartment is worn and tattered, and incompetent is faded. In this time of hardship, we must faith in ourselves. And there's nothing here.
Of course.
Is there a chapel, I think?
Let's keep quiet.
Ooh, spiders.
How may I help? Yes.
Oh, that one's always Ooh. Didn't do too much damage.
I shall.
Oh, no spiders. There's a pretty strange character.
I? Forth to battle! I?
It's a little bit tougher. Let's see. Letter home. Mother, I've asked brother Edér to carry this letter to you, for he travels to New Eomar come morning. With him goes what quarry I have, and I hope it will ease the surprise of an unexpected homecoming, where I mean to follow in a few days' time. Our village is much changed, and though I do not wish for you to worry, you need feel it safe to remain. No Retrix Obrica will not approve, but the letter trails off here. Probably the moment our lovely Lord Edér attacked.
Indeed.
Sneaking, you can use sneak to find things. Okay, I'll end the video here. I'm gonna go further in part 5. If you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. And I will see you in the next video. Where we will attack that creature. Goodbye.